Hola, hola, buenas tardes a todos, bienvenidos a este su programa MitiTech. Estamos esta vez en su capítulo número 13, otra vez muy internacionales, en esta ocasión Sergiu, lo voy a pronunciar mal porque Sergiu-George Boboc, él es ingeniero de software en una empresa Fintech en Craiova, Rumania.
Romania. Yeah.
Sorry, well, la entrevista será en inglés por obvias razones y posteriormente pondremos los subtítulos. No se preocupen. Sergiu, how are you? How are you,
Well,
Sergiu?
I'm very fine. Thank you for the invitation.
Sergiu, tell us a little about you. What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a software developer manager, but actually kind of programmer, doing all related things to building web applications, from styling in the front end to backend architecture to cloud architecture. So I'm kind of spread to all the levels, to project management, product backlog, and so on. Yeah, kind of. I have spread a lot of things.
Yeah. How many years have been you in the industry?
Maybe too many. Yeah.
I didn't introduce my uncle. This is Lucas. Lucas.
Hi, Lucas. Nice to meet you.
He's a little shy. Don't expect much from him, but he's always with me with the interviews. You know?
In Romania, here we have like a cemetery.
Yeah.
And on one graveyard, it's written, "We've been like you, you'll be like us." Something like this.
Yeah. You
just a reminder.
Yeah, in Mexico, maybe we have this close relation with the dead.
I see.
We celebrate the dead.
Yeah,
and it's part of us. We are not afraid of the people. Mm-hmm. No. Okay, Sergio. So, what is your stack? Are you JavaScript?
I'm mostly doing JavaScript at all levels, to say so. Front end, back end, working with different frameworks, with React, with AngularJS, with Angular latest versions, Express.js and Node in the back end. A lot of things like this.
Mainly JavaScript is your stack.
Exactly. This is my field of expertise, to say so. And I'm also a big fan of JavaScript. Not like other developers.
And do you prefer React or Angular? In which side do you, or you don't have any?
It really depends on the application. Yeah.
Okay.
And usually, if it's to choose, if it's your opinion, then you should go with the most better, to say so. So yeah. it's a matter of choice. If you don't have a choice, then you should learn it and use it. And it's okay. So either of them have their own flavors and can fit better in a project or another.
Okay. So you are working for a fintech company. Is that correct?
It's called D&S Ltd from United States, but it's like an international thing. They have offices in Brazil and Italy and Romania and other countries, and they have top clients from all over the world.
And it's different to build software in a fintech company. The process is different. The governance, security. Do you use Scrum? Or which are the difference between regular software?
Yeah, I spent many years like in outsourcing companies. Yeah, in Romania, but I also worked for companies who develop their own products. But this case, it is bit different to say so, because most of the applications are internal applications, or application which are used only inside the company. But we also have some payment portals who are for our clients, and yeah, we are using different APIs to integrate with.
And now with the security is like a very big consideration. So
Yes, we are taking serious any security concerns, because we have clients like bank companies and big pharma companies, and a lot of these major companies who have strict regulations, and we have to follow all these security details.
and do you use any agile methodology, Scrum or
Yeah, we are using Scrum. We are doing daily Scrums.
daily
Yeah,
Scrum?
using Jira for project management. Um, yeah, projects on GitHub.
Okay, I didn't ask, but it's not related. But is this COVID-19 situation? In which phases are you facing right now in Romania?
Well, I think we have passed the first wave,
So
and
you are leaving. You can go to the street right now, or with some.
yeah, we can go on the streets. We can go to supermarkets to buy things, but we should wear a mask if we are in a public closed space location. So if we are going to such stores, supermarkets, hypermarkets, we should wear a mask. But otherwise, we can walk in the parks, yeah, something like this. We are not allowed to have like
To
public
have.
gatherings more than a number of people. So there are still some regulations.
Okay. Well, this was related to, so you are remote working right now.
At this moment, yes, because of this COVID thing, and which is it's going okay from my point of view, but uh,
Is a big team?
I don't have a very large team for the moment, so
And
it's easy to manage
okay.
at this point.
And
I was
is all located in Romania or is international team?
it's an international team.
Okay. So it more or less you are you know how to do the things. I mean
Yeah,
remotely.
but in Romania we had headquarters, and we had an office, and very nice office where
There.
we work together. Yeah, meet together and work there. So and I'm always in the favor of working from an office if possible, if geographically allowed. So I'm in the favor of working from an office than working from home. You can work from home when all the people from your team has the same seniority level. So all experts, yeah, then they can solve things by themselves. They have some years of experience, and yeah, then you can work from home. If you have juniors in your team, it's better to work in an office, to be close to them, to help them and motivate them, things like this. So yeah, it depends from case to case, from project to project.
And what do you prefer? Do you like to go to the office or do you like remote working? I mean,
Well,
if you have the power to decide, which one do you decide to
I
stay at
think
home? Yes.
it's weather related, because at home there may be other challenges. I have two young kids, two small kids. If I have to stay in an apartment, it's difficult to work with them. But
Yeah.
I switch a little bit the location and went to to my parents' house somewhere in the countryside, and they have uh, they can go outside and play, and somebody is with them. So this makes my life more easy. So
Yeah.
yeah, I can work from home. Usually, I've been being in the software outsourcing. I've been working in offices with medium teams, to say so. This working from home is kind of new experience for me. And yeah, there were some challenges, but I think we managed
Yeah.
to resolve them.
Sergio, can you tell us a little bit about Romania? Just to like, you know, Latin American people like me that doesn't know too much about Romania, where it's located, how many
Yeah,
inhabitants. Uh,
Romania, it's also a Latin country.
yeah.
If you had no idea about this, yes. Our language is related to French, to Italian, to Spanish, so it's part of the Latin languages. Um, Romania is situated in the southern east part of Europe.
Yeah, it has
Uh,
exit to the Black
Exit to
Sea.
the Black Sea, exactly,
Yeah,
between Bulgaria, Ukraine, Serbia, and Hungary.
Hungary. Yeah.
Yeah, we had like 19 million people, but maybe in the country 15, 16, most of because there are a lot of people who are working abroad. So in other countries, in Spain, in Italy, in UK,
And why
United Kingdom.
and why is that? Why do people leave Romania? Is
Well, I think because of the income,
they are
uh,
looking for better opportunities?
better opportunities, much more income. Yes, for the same job, to say so.
Yeah, well, same in Mexico. We have, we are close to the United States, so
Hmm.
well prepared people, or not well prepared people go to the United States. The difference is how do you cross the border, swimming
Yeah,
or in a flight. That's the difference. So, well, just to give you an idea, right in Mexico City, we are 22 million people. Just the capital of the country.
hmm,
So
just in the capital.
so in this moment we are in phase three in the COVID-19, in the red phase. So it's a huge mess.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, yeah. So we are. It's mandatory to stay at home. So well, people like us have the luck to work remotely. So but a lot of people that they need to go to the job, they sell, they need to go to the street. So Mexico right now is very bad situation, and we don't see the end of this pandemic. So well, it's just to give some context about the countries. I have never been in Romania. I wish.
You have an invitation from my part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
In
yeah,
the next years, maybe we can find a good
yeah,
opportunity.
yeah. Maybe next year. You didn't organize. Well, also Sergei is the GD GDC organizer in
Yeah,
Craiova.
Google Developers Group. Yeah, we have a community which is backed up by Google,
Yeah,
and there are such communities in every country, I believe. For
yeah, yeah. In
in
Mexico, we
in
have also.
yeah, in some cities which have a lot of developers, cities which are IT focused, to say so, focused on the IT industry. And Yeah,
So
I'm also leading the chapter from Craiova
so
and trying to.
you didn't organize the event this year because of this whole situation.
Yes, the Dev Fest was planned for. So we have every year we have a very big event where we invite speakers from all over the world. This year will be different. Probably we'll do it online on
Yes.
platform. Everybody is doing like this. Uh, Last year we had speakers from Montenegro, from China, from Poland. So yeah, from
Wow.
France, even from France. Yeah, Craiova is not a very large city. I think it's seventh or eighth the ranking list in our country.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
In how many hours by car are you in? I don't know, in Hungary, for instance.
can you repeat, please?
If I take a car, in how many hours I
From
can be
Hungary.
in Hungary or in another in Serbia or Hungary? I mean, can I go to the other country
Yes,
in a couple
yes.
of hours?
Serbia is quite close. So like 3-4 hours driving from Belgrade. From Budapest, it's more, maybe 8-10 hours of driving, something like this.
And do you have a lot of speakers from these countries that I mean that are around, or is not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
case?
yeah. And Europe, it's quite close. So every country from Europe. Also, we have an international airport in Craiova.
Okay.
So yeah, we have some connections, but I don't know how many of them are working now because of this COVID situation. Some flights were
Yeah.
cancelled, as far as I know. Yeah, it's a bit complicated for
Yeah.
everybody, I think.
Pretty much. Sergey, how do you see the world after COVID-19? I mean, there are some companies, that there is crisis, opportunity. So for instance, we have seen, or we saw that Airbnb have to pivot the business model because, of course, of obvious reasons. What do you think that we are going to see after this whole situation? With which kind of industries, technologies? What do you think is going to happen? I mean, I
Yeah.
know that don't you have a crystal ball, but in your opinion,
Um, I don't know who said it, but always the major crisis, major period of crisis, led to innovation and technical progress, because this is a time when most important discoveries are made, right?
yeah,
Um, so always a crisis period. It's a way and should be a path to progress. Uh, as also it is in nature, whoever is going to adapt will survive. Yeah, either if it's a small business or a big business, you have to have the ability to adapt to the environment. Okay, if you can do it, then yeah, it will be much
yeah,
harder to survive as business. So you should look for ways to maybe to other opportunities, maybe to to get out of your daily thing, to say so, or to your environment somehow, to step out and look also around, maybe for other opportunities or how to improve things in your company, in your organization. Yeah,
yeah. I think automation, everything related to automation will be. I mean, will be. It's not will be. It's important. You know, we are talking a lot about companies talks a lot about digital transformation and everything related to that. I think it's going to explode. No, I don't know if in your company do some DevOps and the
Yeah,
huge pipelines. This is important. This is part of the digital transformation, and I think that we are going to see a lot of related technologies. I mean, I'm lost about how many technologies related to DevOps are emerging. You know,
yeah, and
telco AI,
RPA also. Yeah,
yeah, and everything that is related to something that can substitute that some
manual
work,
work.
manual work exactly is going to be substituted. So, for example, for instance, robotic process automation. Have you heard about it?
Yeah, have you heard of UiPath?
Yeah, UiPath automation everywhere.
UiPath, UiPath, it's a Romanian startup. It's
Ah,
a
come on.
company who started from Romania.
Yeah,
So everybody knows here about UiPath and
I didn't
everybody.
know. What a surprise! I
Yeah,
didn't know about that. I understood to get certified in automation path is awesome. It's awesome company, awesome technology, and well, it's a huge market. Yeah, it's exploding this market in Mexico. Is I didn't know automation. Well, there are a lot of companies, UiPath,
indeed. Yeah,
automation everywhere, Blueprint. Well, there are like, I mean, these are the leaders, but there are like 20 or these companies are gaining too much track. Well, at least in Mexico. Well, I think in the whole world because of that, and because after that, a lot of companies are going to rethink about the spaces. I mean, the physical offices, because not all the people are going to no, it's not going back to the place, no? Because if the company realizes that, I mean, if you have 100 people and the half of the people can do the same work remotely, they can save a lot of money.
yeah.
So
It's not so expensive. Yeah, you don't have to hire to rent offices and spend money on electricity and other thing. But yeah, if you can do it remotely, and if you can work by yourself and you don't need support and you know don't need other people around you, um, I think it's okay. It's okay. Also
yeah,
from the environment point of view, you are not using your car or uh, other
this is another. Well, at least in Mexico, to commute from one place to another, you
very
don't want
difficult.
to take the subway at 7 a.m. with 2 million people. It's like a
In Bucharest, in Romania, it's the same thing. So we
the
know we have the same problems as you do.
so
We are very much alike.
so, yeah, and you can easily spend like an hour or hour and a half
I know the
going.
feeling. Yeah,
Yeah, this is the first fight in the morning. So when you arrive at the office, you are a little beaten, or
yeah,
so at the end, the companies, if they make counts, or they count the hours, maybe they can easily save, I don't know, a big quantity of hours just commuting or traveling to the workplace. So, well, I think this is going to change. This is one of the things that are going to change.
well, almost all American, all US companies for which I've been working for, they all had remote employees, and some of them not only from United States but also from other countries, from Mexico, from Brazil, from Ukraine, from Sweden. So uh, yeah, teams from across the globe. So yeah, if possible, yeah, maybe this is the next step.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's it, Sergey. I don't know if you have something else to add. What would you say to the people? I mean, young people that are starting his careers. What would you say to them?
Well, start early, fail early. To say fail so many times as possible, because then you'll learn a lot of things.
Yes, of course.
I'm also teaching on Saturdays people who want to join the IT domain to enter into programming, and they are coming from other disciplines, from other domains, from economics, from architecture. So
Okay.
a kind of professional reconversion. And
What do you teach? Web development?
web development, yeah, and JavaScript mainly, because I'm a JavaScript guy.
Yeah.
Yes, but going for the full stack with them, just to push them until the junior level, so that they can be hired on as juniors. Um yeah, and if yeah, for the young people, go ahead and try a lot of things, because you know you have a lot of documentation, you have Google, you have where to search for, you have a lot of information. When we were young, we are going hard copies of books which were hard to find, so we didn't have any information. What were other times, uh, not like today with many tutorials on YouTube, on all channels, on Udemy, on the other
Yeah.
learning platforms. So you have everything available. Just go ahead, uh, go for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't wait.
So yeah. The information is out there, no? Well,
Yeah,
in my times when I went to university, we we have these things that
yeah,
uh, call books. You know, these things with paper inside. Yeah.
exactly. With paper.
That's what the the way to learn things. So right now they have a lot of ways to, platforms. Uh, well, I mean, there is no pretext excuse. If you want to learn, you learn. Okay, just the final question, Sergey. And what about the software industry in Romania? Is this a robust industry? Is doing a lot of earning, or do you have other sectors that? I mean, for instance, in Mexico, oil is like the
The main
main.
one. Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw a movie related to. It's called El Dragon Return something, and
I haven't
I've
said.
seen everything about Mexico from there. Yeah,
And drugs, no, drugs are part of important of the
yeah,
economy. Is not mm, polite to say that, but it's
yeah.
important.
In Romania, the IT sector, I think, contributes with around 7% to the internal gross product, something like this, which is kind of important. Yeah, then it's automotive industry maybe.
Yeah,
Um,
do you make cars?
in Romania, yeah.
Okay.
We had some factories, part of the Renault Group and Ford.
Mm. In Mexico,
To,
we
to,
also have some big
yeah,
plants.
yeah, and because of this, there are a lot of related industries and jobs around them.
Okay.
Even in IT, things like embedded system development and things like this.
I think the countries are pretty similar. I found a lot of similarities between Romania and Mexico.
There are, believe me, a lot of them, including, I think, maybe at the political level, but I don't want to go there.
Well, I don't know if corruption is something
Yeah,
important in Romania, but in Mexico, it's like we
hot topic.
are,
Yeah,
we are the
same thing. Yeah,
kings of the. No, you don't know. We are. Well, I'm going to say more about that, but it's not polite to.
Yeah,
But we are, by tradition, we have very a lot of problem because of that. We
I
have
know, I
we,
know.
we have potential, we have talent, we have universities where I don't know. I don't know why we
Maybe
don't.
it's in the Latin blood, something like
Yeah, I
in
don't
the
know.
gene.
Yeah, it could be a good explanation. The Latin blood. Okay. Well, Sergey, thank you very much for this interview. Uh, Let me know when you come to Mexico. I will invite you a big big tequila, and some traditional food.
Thank you very much. We'll cross the borders hopefully soon after this crisis passes.
Can you say something in Romanian to just to say goodbye to the to the audience? No sé, goodbye to all Mexicans who are watching this program or something like that. It's
Ok, ok. Vă mulțumesc că ne-ați urmărit și vă recomand să-l urmăriți în continuare pe Alex. Este un tip formidabil.
Thank you very much, Sergey. See you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Alex. Bye.
Hasta luego a todos y no olviden suscribirse a nuestro canal. Nos vemos la próxima semana.